Hello and welcome to the new session of the Terraform Associate Q&A. My name is Alok Kumar and today we are going to discuss new 5 questions which will help you to clear the Terraform Associate exam. Question number 11. What functionalities can be executed by the Terraform apply command? So this question is simply asking you what will happen when we execute the Terraform apply command, what it will do. So first option is create, modify or delete infrastructure resources as defined in the Terraform configurations. So this is correct. Why? Because Terraform apply command is used to execute the changes required to reach the desired state of the configuration defined in your Terraform file. Suppose your Terraform file defines that the type of instance should be t2.small and previously in the state file it is defined as t2.micro. So currently this is defined in the state file, okay, and this is the desired state. So there is a change, okay. The Terraform apply command is used to execute the changes required to reach the desired state of the configuration defined in your Terraform files. So whatever you define in the Terraform files, if it is a change in the EC2 instance type and this is a mismatch from the state file, okay, and this is your configuration file where you change the instance type, so there is a mismatch, okay. So Terraform will apply the desired state of the configuration defined in the Terraform files. So first what the Terraform apply do, it will read the configurations. Terraform reads the TF file in your directory to understand the desired infrastructure state, okay. Then it compares the desired state, this is the desired state defined in the TF file, with the current state stored in the state file or fetched from the provider like AWS, Azure, whatever it is. Then based on the difference, Terraform calculate what actions, create, update or delete, needs to happen to reach the desired state. Then it will apply the changes after taking your confirmations. Terraform take the actual API call to the cloud provider or service to provision, update, destroy infrastructure resources. After that it will update the state file, okay. So this will be removed and it will be replaced with the t2.small, so that whenever you again change in the TF file, it will understand that there is again a modifications from the desired to the state file whatever exists currently. So you can apply Terraform apply when you apply this, it will give you a plan, then it will ask your confirmations. But if you pass this flag auto approve, then it will apply the changes without taking your confirmations, because you are passing this flag as auto approve. And there are lots of flags. You can go to this reference link and here you can find the auto approve, compact warnings, input flag, JSON. So there are lots of things, okay. Let's see the other options. Validate syntax error in Terraform files. This is not the, you can see the functionality of the Terraform apply command. This is for the Terraform validate. So this is wrong. Generate an execution plan. This is Terraform plan generate an executions plan. So whenever you execute the Terraform plan, it will generate an execution plans to review the changes before actual applying them. Okay, and this is the rollback changes made to the previous version of the state. So this is not correct. Terraform apply the changes, not the rollback. So now jumping to the other question. Question number 12. While managing various resources in AWS using Terraform, you aim to remove all the resources except for a particular web server. How can you achieve this? So you are going to remove all the resources, but you have to keep particular one resources. If you run the Terraform destroy command, it will ask you for the confirmation and it will destroy all the resources, taking the information from the state file. Okay, so which options you are going to select for this answer? How can you achieve this? Use resource targeting with the target flag to exclude the web server from deletions. This is completely correct. Why? By using the -target and providing the resource name. This is the flag in the Terraform that is used with the destroy command. Okay, where you can specify which resource to delete. Okay, when you run Terraform target using the resource name, so it will target this resource to not to be deleted. All the other resources will be removed from your environment. So using this command Terraform destroy with the target flag of the resource name, this will allow you to remove all the resources except the web server that you mentioned here, the name of the web server, like AWS_instance and whatever the local name you provided for that web server. Okay, now going to the other options. Implement a conditional statement in the Terraform configuration. So it asking you to apply the conditional statement where in the Terraform configuration to prevent the deletion of the web server. Okay, so it's suggesting you to modify the configurations, which might be impractical if you need to retain the configuration for future use while removing the resources. So this is completely wrong. This is impractical. Option C, utilize Terraform state manipulation. This is very dangerous. State manipulations command to exclude the web server from the destroy operations. Okay, this type of manipulations of the Terraform state, which might not be straightforward, first thing, and it have the risk for the state inconsistency if not managed correctly. So this is very dangerous. So we should avoid it. This is not a correct option. Manually delete the unwanted resource. Although Terraform offer more controlled way to manage the resources, destructions without manual intervention. So this is also not correct. We don't need to do manual deletions of the unwanted resources. We have to manage from the Terraform commands. Okay, for more details about the Terraform target flag, you can refer this reference link. Okay, resource targeting in Terraform. Okay, so now jumping to the other question. Question number 13. While utilizing Terraform to oversee certain AWS infrastructure, you observe that an updated version of the provider offers additional functionality you desire to use. Which command should you execute to upgrade the provider? This is the keyword here. The question is asking you to upgrade the provider. How can you do that? Okay, are you going to use Terraform update provider? This type of command not exist in the Terraform. Terraform upgrade provider, no, this also not exist in the Terraform. Terraform apply update provider, no, this is regarding the upgrade the provider, not to apply any changes related with the resources that have the difference between the desired and the state file. Terraform init upgrade, yes, this is the correct answer, and this will executing the Terraform init upgrade. Okay, this command is the appropriate command to upgrade the Terraform provider to the latest version. This command check for and installs the newest available provider defined in the configuration file. Okay, so when you run the Terraform init upgrade, that will ensure that you benefit from the additional functionality offered by the updated provider version, that will allow you to leverage the latest feature and improves in your Terraform managed infrastructure. So this is the correct answer. For more details about the Terraform init command, you can refer this reference link from the Terraform document itself. I am going to provide every reference link in the description for the against each question, so you can see Terraform init. There are several options that you can use. One of them is upgrade. Okay, so now jumping to the other question. Question number 14. To assign a value to a Terraform input variable using an environment variable. So this is important. Terraform input variable using an environment variable. Which of the following method should you use? Okay, variable definition inside the Terraform configuration file. So to assign a value to a Terraform input variable using an environment variable, which of the following method should you use? So variable definition inside the Terraform configuration file. So this option is saying to declare a variable directly within the configuration file, but does not leverage the environment variables. So this option is wrong. Utilizing the tf var files to assign the variable value. So this is a method of providing values to variable, but does not involve using the environment variables directly. So this is also wrong. Setting the variable using the -var flag in the command line. This is used to assign value during runtime via command line flag, but does not directly utilizing environment variables. So this is also wrong. Using the tf var variable name environment variable. This is the correct choice. When prefixed with the tf vars, environment variable can be used to set value for Terraform variables. For instance, to set the value for a variable named variable, suppose we have a variable like variable name. You have to use tf vars variable name. Then you have to give the value as an environment variable. Okay, so this is the correct option for this question. Now jumping to the other question. Question number 15. Upon completing the creation of a new Terraform configuration, what should be the initial command to test the configuration before provisioning the resources? So the question is saying what command you will execute before provisioning the resources. You don't need to provision any resources. What is the first command that you need to execute after writing the new Terraform configurations? So what about this one, Terraform apply? Because this command is used to apply changes and provision resources, but it will not validate the configuration file or any syntax error. So this is wrong in this case. Terraform plan, generally it generate an execution plan, but that does not its focus on the validating the configuration correctness. So this is also no correct. Terraform init initialize the working directory, download the provider, and prepares the environment, but does not validate the configuration syntax or structure. So this is also wrong. This is the correct one. After writing the Terraform configuration, we need to validate it. So this is the correct choice. Running the Terraform validate is the initial step to verify the syntax, structure, and validity of the Terraform configuration file. It checks whether the configuration is well formed and can be processed by the Terraform without error. So this is the first command that you need to execute after writing the Terraform configuration file. So this is the correct option for this question. So hope you guys liking this series. Please share it with your friends. If you didn't subscribe my channel, please do subscribe it. It always motivate me to bring a new video in front of you guys. Thanks for watching this session. Have a nice day.